Hello everybody and welcome to Quoth Plays Hearthstone. Once again we are going to have a little bit of fun playing both casual and ranked. And as you can see we have kind of the same concept decks out here. We haven't changed up anything since the last time. We are going to jump right into the Zoolock deck. Just try a quick casual game, see if we can get a good gameplay kind of game out of it. We had one game so far where we won and the Zoolock deck actually looked like it was playing a real game. And then two games where it was up against complete... one of which was a disconnect, one of which was just a complete moron, and both of which were not competition for it. So we don't have a lot to go on as far as how good this deck actually is, so I just want to see how this compares. And keep in mind, this deck is not of my construction. Some of them are. This deck is not. This deck is literally pulled right from the internet, off of hearthpond.com. And its concept is just to flood the board with minions, and I think, in general, it does a fairly good job at what it's designed to do. So I'm going to go and take the damage now, and just put a 3-2 out there, hopefully to get some early game damage. If he can't kill it, then I get to hit him for a bit. Okay.
Put this apple on your head.
Okay, and then we're gonna do this.
Why do you call?
Is this necessary?
So now he has to go after my Voidwalker instead of anything else. He's gonna use a double taunt. Okay, so let's see how we can combat this. First and foremost, we can summon a Voidwalker.
Why do you call?
Hits him directly. Alright, that wasn't what I was hoping. Okay. I'm going to summon this,
Get in there and
and
fight, maggot.
It doesn't really matter, but we'll give him +2 attack this turn.
Give that minion a turn to get ready.
The good news about this is that we keep our control of the board, and even though we have no cards left right now, we have the ability to draw more than he can, and he only has 2 mana to use this turn. That's a good one to use. He's gonna use that on my Ice Juggler, which is fine. But I kind of got use I wanted out of it anyway. So we're gonna summon.
The light protects
Hey,
me.
catch!
Sever my wrath.
So now he finally has 5 mana to use. He can use something like a Storm or something like that to wipe out my board, which would be pretty bad for me if he has it. Doesn't look like he does, or he would have used it right there. They use Totemic Call. I'm not that concerned about that. Now, Direwolf Alpha, how can we use this to our advantage? Now, this guy that's an obvious choice right there.
Hey, catch!
Okay, so I'm thinking what we could do is we can...
We must cleanse the Sunwell. I fight.
That minion a turn to get ready. Already attacked. That minion
So now
turn to get ready.
we're in pretty bad position if he uses the Lightning Storm. So if he has it,
You win this one.
nope, he's gonna give up. Because we basically put my Predacles out there and said we're either gonna lethal or use Lightning Storm to kill me entirely. And as you can see, pretty fast rush deck, pretty difficult to counter. And that's gonna be it for that one. Now let's see how that stacks up against the Hunter 2112 rush deck that I have here, which is a more traditional Hunter rush. You guys have seen it in action before. It hasn't changed all that much since the last time I've used it. And I just kind of want to stack them side by side and see where they fall down. So we're going to try this deck and see if we can win just as fast or faster. I highly doubt it. That was probably the fastest I've ever seen a deck work. It's just there's so many cards you're tossing out there all at once. It's just very difficult for them to be able to counter that.
Rexar versus Jaina.
You
You asked for it.
Let the
So
hunt
we really don't
begin.
need both Unleash the Hounds in our hand at once. We will take one of them. And I suppose we'll take this direction as well. That could help us early. Arcane Golem. Not the best starting hand in the entire world, but could be worse. Okay. Didn't get much, so we're going to play this. And probably was a waste since he's probably going to kill it with the Fireball anyway, but such is the... such as, you know, the Hunter deck as in general.
You know, take candle.
Okay. So he summons that instead, which is absolutely fine with me. We're just going to bank as much damage as possible and hope that he makes stupid mistakes. Because honestly, the mage deck obviously has a big advantage in the long run, so right now is where we have to make up our advantage. He's going to summon a Wisp, which you don't see too often, so that's certainly interesting. Just more damage right now. I'm going to throw out the Leper Gnome. That's going to be another 2 damage minimum, so we essentially just took 3 mana to play 4 damage. And that's how I think about the Hunter deck. And right now we're just saving. We have 2 Unleash the Hounds in our hand. This is when Unleash the Hounds can be deadly. Arcane Mist, that's going to kill Leper Gnome. It would be the worst luck in the world for him if it didn't. Now, I would really prefer the Buzzard. No Buzzards here. Okay, so we're gonna play a trap, misdirection. Hopefully he'll attack one of his own with the Wisp, or he'll attack himself. It doesn't matter to me, but either way, it might prevent an attack and give us another turn to kind of get something going. I don't want to use my Arcane Shot to do 2 damage to one of his minions. We may have to use the Taunt minion eventually. Right now is not the turn for it. I want him to be building up minions on his side of the board. And I imagine 1 damage to me is going to be his next move, unless he summons, but he seems to be holding off at his summoning for some reason or another. Yep, he probably is hoping, he probably realizes that I'm hoping for him to play the cards I need for Unleash the Hounds, which is whatever. I mean, it's kind of, you know, expected at this point. So, Stone Tusk Boar, very easy 1/1, not too difficult. What we're going to do is play... Okay... And we'll leave those out there for now. Next turn, because we can't do anything else either, so what's the point in killing the taunt? It's not like I can attack him directly this turn. I use the board to kill the other minions, so I'm okay leaving 2 on the board as far as that's concerned. We can summon Argent Commander next turn if we want to. We can leave our friends behind. Okay, so what's he going to play with the 6 mana? That's what I want to know. This is what I'm worried. Fireball. Okay, that's actually the best possible scenario for us. Because now he's ending up with not too much left here on the board. So we're actually going to... Oh, that's actually excellent. Alright, so we'll play this. And he probably thinks that we're completely screwed right now. I'm hoping he summons 1 more minion or something like that. And then we can kill all of them with the Explosive Trap. But, you know, I think we're probably not going to be lucky enough to pull that off in this turn.
You require my assistance?
Archmage Antonidas, okay. So he's going to go for the legendary. Okay. So, let's count. 4 is 8. It's 8 damage this turn if we want it.
I wonder.
We can't summon both those actually. What am I talking about? Okay, we can do Ironbeak Owl to silence him. It might be the best plan. problem at a time.
Victory!
One problem at a time. We can solve the other ones later. So let's not give a chance for Anitis to do anything to us, including attack. If you want to use Polymorph on him, that's okay with me. What I'm really hoping is that he takes this as a sign of weakness. Start summoning minions. One minion is not going to do it for us. Unleash the Hounds is going to require at least a couple. So we're going to play this. Summon Wolf Rider. Okay, we will play.
Taste my steel!
We're going to do this right now, and we're just going to put it out there that, you know, if he summons another minion, and even if he wipes up my entire board, if he summons one more minion,
Put this
then...
apple on your head.
Actually, no, we don't need anything. All we need to do is press the... he has to kill us this turn, or we win. Alright, it's all pointless. He might actually concede if he realizes that I have a hero power to kill him. Perhaps not, though. Just gonna... So, the Hunter wins again. Not in as dramatic a fashion as the launch deck, but in a satisfying, played the right moves kind of way, where we banked the damage when we were supposed to, we played defense when we were supposed to, and controlled the board. I actually really liked that match. That was one of my favorite Hunter matches that I've played so far. So we're going to go in the shop. We're going to buy a pack with our hard-earned money and take a quick look. Let's see if we pull something fun. That's not where the packs are. So let's tear that seal right off of this bad boy. So we have Harvest Golem. Alright, this may just be a rare. The Armor Smith, which is a solid warrior dex. Harvest Golem again. Mighty Berserker. This is the last chance for legendary. No beans. Okay, so going to cold. Alright, well that's not too bad. I mean, it is what it is. As far as my collection is concerned, we can take a look and see what we have, but I think it's just 40. Just a chance for 40. So up to 1200 out of a 1600 needed for another legendary. I would like to get Grommash. I actually had him at one point. I didn't want to play warrior anymore, so I got rid of him, and now I kind of wish that I still had him. As you can see, Grom Hellscream is kind of sitting down here. It's a pretty good card for warrior decks, and if I wanted to make a warrior deck, I feel like it's kind of necessary to have him. Necessary maybe not be the best, may not be the best word for it, but it's strongly advisable. Obviously, your deck's not going to be as good as it could be without him. He's probably the best you can find in a deck like that. So, King Mukla. That would be good in the Zoolock deck if we had him. So, pretty happy about what's gone on so far. Definitely no bad games that we've played so far with the Zoolock deck, and the Hunter deck surprises me every time I play it. So, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. That's going to be it for this one, and see you guys next time.